welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. I still don't know how to start these. Here we are. Last time, the team had just finished a conversation with the Elfwood trees, having gained a +3 pointy stick. Had just done that when they continued on their journey through the ever thicker wood. Not really encountering much. There was a few other things that happened sort of in between sessions last time, as there was a conversation about the bag of holding. Needless to say, Thoricus pulled out from the bag of holding a bone longsword that is henceforth known as their mother's approval. And Jun pulled out a skull that is apparently from one of the original inhabitants of the continent that they found themselves on, the ones that constructed all of the cities and all of the constructs. It has an emerald embedded in its head that seemingly was placed there at a young age and grew into the skull, grew around it. But it has otherwise been carved to be nicely adorned. And they're going to use it as a spell focus. Cool. Yes. But then the team, having continued their walk onward, finally ran into something that is a little bit more interesting. Ran into what appeared to be a dead elfwood tree, completely barren, no leaves, still that white pearlescence, but no moving colors or anything like that, just seemingly stark dead. And underneath it, sitting seemingly was a halfling, but turned out to be a small child in purple witch's garb, pointed witch's hat, but was the etching in the stitching in the top of the hat that was stitched to make it look like a face, but seemed to be magically modified in some way to completely mimic the facial features of the girl underneath. Maybe a little bit disconcerting, but nonetheless, Ailey and Micaiah and Varys walked up to the small child, and Micaiah turned into a glowing panther, which scared the child. They went up and hugged and cried into Ailey's pants, as seemingly as the only person that was not really threatening to them at the time. Eventually, everyone sort of came together, even though Micaiah had expressly said that this child is a hag. The team still came together and is now comforting this child. That, other than the fact that they know that it's the hag from Micaiah, seems to be a regular human child. Just sort of sobbing softly into Ailey's legs.
We also haven't heard any tales, right, of a child being like mid-transformation.
Yes, exactly. That there was
current state.
Yes, it was. After some rolls, thought, yeah, you all know of the. So there was previously a bunch of discussion about how eggs are made prior to the last session, which is that, simply put, a child is eaten by a hag, and then after a little while, the hag takes the child inside of them and far away, and eventually comes back with either there being another hag with them or having given birth to this hag. Basically, is just known that that is how hags procreate. They steal a child and turn it into a hag, usually by eating it and making it seem like they're pregnant. It's a bit weird. But as to the nature of the state of how that works, it's never been documented in any way. Whether or not they come out fully grown or they come out like this is not known. Either way, you've not seen any other hags with them. They're apparently completely alone in this forest. But after finally calming themselves down, they look up at you guys and say, so are you going... I don't even remember what she said now.
Something about the bad guys.
Yeah, you're gonna stop the bad men now. Or are you gonna help me stop the bad men? Something along those lines. It was definitely bad men. I can't remember the exact wording of what she said. So, what's the plan, team?
Well, we've already established that Jun's feelings about children are not the most caretakerly.
Yep.
So I think he's just gonna follow Thoricus's lead.
Okay. Thoricus?
I mean, Thoricus doesn't have much of a lead. I don't know what to do with children. Why are you asking me?
Blind leading the blind.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, perhaps you could elaborate a little bit more. What bad men are you talking about?
The bad men who chase us.
Sorry, what do they
God.
look like? Do they attack with weapons? Do they attack with magic? Any information you have about them?
Yeah, weapons, magic, dogs.
Dogs? Oh.
Are they?
Did they see? Alright, go ahead.
Do they live here, in this place?
I think so. I mean, they definitely live near here.
And these people with their weapons and their dogs, do they seem like they are hunting people? Are they perhaps a bit wild?
I mean, they are they are hunting. I mean, I guess you could say they're a little wild.
We've heard tell of a group called the Wild Hunt, and that does sound a bit like them. Is that the case?
I mean, I don't know what to call them. They just hunt. And they chased us.
Sorry, who is us?
Well, me.
Yes.
Were you with
And
anyone else?
Us implies more than one person.
No, just us.
Who is us?
Me.
And
Me.
what? There are two of you?
No, just me. Just us.
Oh wait.
What's your name?
My name? I'm not sure.
Jun is like
Uh-huh.
standing there at like an odd angle behind Varys and like kind of a standoffish way with his arms crossed, like, and his eyes narrowed, like,
I don't remember my name. My mummy gave it to me. Yes. Long time ago.
Insight check.
Roll an insight
Yes.
check.
I don't like it. It vexes me. The 24.
You sense no deception. That they do seem deep in thought. Like, you can see it on both their actual face and their hat's face that they are very, deep in thought about that question.
So
And,
they probably don't remember their name. They're not just trying to like pull a fast one by pretending.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Okay.
That is a vexing question for them.
Okay, I'll pass that on to the group through silent speech.
So,
Seems
if there are
legit.
bad men coming to hunt you, why are you sitting out in the open like this?
I'm not sure. I mean, I was sitting here for a rest. Yes, I was running so much, and then I was hovering. Yes, and then I found this tree, and it was so pretty, and it seemed to give me energy. Like, I wasn't tired anymore. And then I sat here and I felt better, and then you guys showed up.
Sorry, you said the tree was pretty and that it helped you. It gave you energy. Did it have leaves on it at the time?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Jun's gonna like elbow Thoracus and be like, is there like a sensey thing you can do on this child?
Okay.
Still freaking me out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me, as it's been so long since you guys have changed maps, I think it might be a good idea to just do that. Let's do that today.
Like memorize the town layout.
Yeah, exactly. So it is the dead tree, and so you guys are in relation to it, and the little purple witch's hat is the child.
Do you mean hunter's sense or primeval awareness?
I don't know.
Yes.
Whichever one will tell us more about this freaky child.
I guess specifically this child?
Okay. You peer into this child. Okay. Best I heard it. See with 16 feet and damage. Any damage, immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities I have. If the creature is hidden from divination magic, you get nothing. Okay. So, you look at this child and see that they are completely immune to the cold. No cold damage would affect them in any way, shape, or form. Other than that, can't see anything else.
Does Thoracus learn anything else about what they are?
No, it's just immunities, resistance, and vulnerabilities. But I will say, with knowing that they are completely immune to the cold, I will get you to roll me a history check there, Thoracus. So, with advantage, you know things about the Fae. Okay. Well, leading into what you know about hags specifically, as that was what Micaiah told you they were. You remember tell of a particular type of fae, particular hag, of course, called a. Called a bear. Beer?
How do you spell it?
Bheur.
B-U-R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A beer hag.
So that's what I believe she is.
Which traditionally are pale white hair, like hair just as white. They usually are not this brightly colored. They usually have usually are wearing very warm rags and stuff, but are usually grays and other paler colors, usually found in a colder climate, for sure. But they have, they're sort of they're the roots of why people think that hags and stuff ride broomsticks, because they usually have a particular staff called a grey staff, which is sort of a part of them in a sense, like a spirit, like a magical focus that it's tied to their being, which they can ride, and gives them pretty good flying abilities on it. They utilize a lot of ice magic and cold-related things, but there is one particular thing that they are more known for than anything else, is they feast on the dead. They will straight up eat corpses, and they'll do it in front of people too, just to terrify them.
They're decomposers.
Yeah.
So they're not out here just trying to kill everything all the time. They're just cleaning up.
Well, they do it specifically to terrify. So they'll, in the midst of
little shits.
in the midst of a fight, we'll do it. And if anyone
Stop for a snack break in the middle of a fight? That's
yeah, and if anyone sees it, usually they are so terrified by this, even if they've seen it before, it's like a maddening act to anyone who sees it. Does come with a wisdom saving throw. I'd say you know that much.
Magical influence to it.
Yeah. So she's probably one of those, but she bears none of the resembling factors. None of the grey stuff. None of the paling. She still looks human. She's got black, curly hair. You can see underneath the witch's hat. But there's also an interesting thing as well, is that normally it's like, hoods and robes and cloths and rags. It's never like well-kept robes and a witch's hat. It's very out of place.
Do they have any like religious affiliation?
They are known to be chaotic evil, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. That's just everyone who has ever come across them has always seen them as hostile. Immediately.
Because of the corpse eating.
Oh, and they'll just attack you on stride. They have seemingly no love for any other mortal, and are just like many other hags, child snitches.
I'm trying to word this properly. Does Thoricus know if there's any affiliation between the different types of hags?
No.
As in, no, there isn't, or no, they're unaware of any?
They're unaware of any particular affiliation. As hags don't tend to Hags don't tend to meet up with any other hags unless they're part of the same
In a coven.
the same three coven. At least that was what Thoricus' understanding of the whole thing was to begin with. But it was revealed that there is some sort of hierarchy where, lesser hags in their own groups of three will report to higher hags, and you don't know what part of the food chain this one is at. But if you had to guess, based on your knowledge of how powerful they have been known to be, the Boya hag's got to be pretty high up there.
I mean, I feel like they could go either way for pure hags then. I mean, if they like eating the dead, that's its own thing, but does that tie into the Black Sun and all the death stuff around that?
Mm-hmm.
Are they
This
opposed
shit's
to or in
getting-
favor of?
This shit's getting weird and complicated. We should probably move.
Probably. Micaiah, would it be possible to speak to that tree, or is it beyond speaking now?
Just shakes her head.
Fair enough. Sorry, little one. What? Could you tell us the story about your hat? It is rather fetching.
Oh, yeah. I saw a lady with a big one of these, big, that I just really liked, so I made my own.
Sorry, you what?
I made my own.
Oh, okay. How?
I just did.
Okay. Oh, did that have anything to do with you getting tired?
No, it's before that.
Okay. Did she know that you did this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I haven't seen her since then.
Okay. Have you seen anybody else since then? Prior to seeing us?
Well, the bad men,
Okay.
for sure. And some unicorns? Yeah, I saw some unicorns. They wouldn't let me pet them.
Yeah, they
Oh.
wouldn't let me pet them either.
I mean, yep. Okay.
I think Ailey will probably get down on one knee to like eye to eye the child.
Mhm.
Now these bad men, how far away are they? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long I was here for. Managed to get quite far away from them, I think.
But you were here resting for a while, yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Can I zip up into the tree and try and get a look around?
Sure. Roll me an acrobatics check.
Sure thing. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Acrobatics.
All right.
20.
So you're trying to get up into like the dead tree here, or?
Yeah, that's the closest tree by the looks of it, and it'll probably be the easiest to climb.
Okay. Is anybody else going to follow, or just let Varys go on ahead?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay.
I think Jun would usually climb the tree because climbing tree fun, especially as cat. But in this instance, he's real sus of this kid, so he's gonna stay there and keep an eye.
Okay.
Or was I supposed to do acrobatics? No, whatever.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure that you successfully climb a tree as well. Well, seeing Varus walk off, the kid is probably going to follow. Not necessarily climb, but follow. So I'll just put a little up here. Okay, so as Varus and Thrakus, you climb the dead elfwood tree, it doesn't feel different to any other tree that you've ever climbed before, which is unsettling in itself, as you expect that a tree of such great magical potency would leave something behind. But this one seemingly not. It's like it's been rendered entirely mundane. But as you reach the sort of top point where it still would support your weight, you notice off in the distance a sort of darkening. Like, normally the trees here, the canopy is usually pretty clear. You can usually see it right up into the mountains that you guys are heading towards. It's a constant twilight state here in the Feywild, so there's constant light coming in, but it's like night is coming from the north. It is like slowly approaching.
I mean, that's a good thing, right? Means we're heading in the right direction.
Or something is bringing the night with it on its direction towards us.
But I mean, I thought we were going towards the fairy who was all in charge of that shit. So shouldn't that be like her realm?
You should roll me perception checks as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that darkness is approaching faster than like a sunset would. Like, it's going to be on you very shortly.
Darkness is
Well-
moving fast.
Well, shit.
Be ready. This could be the bad men that were being talked about. Kid, can you fight?
No?
Can you do something magical?
Maybe? I don't know.
Okay, because
Can you
things may
hide?
get hectic here.
I can try. Okay, so you guys are trying to hide?
I mean, I do think
Thrakus and Kasolabar.
leaving quickly and stealthily does seem to be a very good option at the moment. Just
Okay.
Alright, let's do that then. Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Still not great.
Why did that still roll for? It's not too big. That's fine.
Oh.
Oh
Hey,
dear.
fuck for pass without trace.
Mm-hmm. Ailey gets a third.
No,
piece.
my gosh. Oh wow. Okay.
I got a 36 as well, nice.
Okay. S-
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, all right. Okay. Some math here. Math, baby. That's 32. That's probably 32 plus 18. One, two, three. Okay. Well, I would say you're thinking. You guys get about. Yes, you guys get about here. As you're sneaking away. When you hear, as it were, a noise of thunder. And behind you, you can make out, well, you can hear more than you're really looking at this point, a giant, stone giant, seemingly come out of the darkness behind you. You're not sure exactly on anything else. Yeah. You guys can continue to stealth away.
Yes, please.
Okay.
That sounds sensible.
Another 15 or so feet. The giant moves a little bit more, and you can now make out several more shapes in the trees.
Oh shit.
All of which appear to be looking very intently around. Well, okay. You suddenly hear hurried whispers from two of them, the two at the front. What's the plan? Continue stealthing? What?
Stealth.
Does it
Yeah.
sound like? Does it sound like a "I've spotted them over there" whisper, or a "I've seen this tree that looks weird" whisper?
Well, roll me a perception check.
Sure thing.
That is a I've spotted something over there whisper.
In silent speech to everyone, Varus says, including the kids, says, "Be ready. They may have found us."
Jun is going to shape change into an identical representation of the kid and make his robes mimic what the kid is wearing as much as possible.
Okay. All right, you get another few feet. Borders of this map. So a little bit more in here. And an arrow will come whizzing by your head, Varys. And you hear shouted like simultaneously 3 times in both Common, Elven, and Sylvan. Show yourselves!
That doesn't sound like hunter behavior. That sounds like police behavior. But like, Jun says this in a very whispery way to Varys, like.
Sounds like somebody that wants to know where they are, and the Wild Hunt like to play with their food.
We've got to get this kid out of here. And ourselves, also. Especially ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, be ready to fight.
Every time.
Okay. What's the plan?
Is there any cover we could...
You
Go
are right behind a rock here.
Okay. Can we all kind of like huddle behind a rock and create a distraction?
I mean, I think at this point you've only really got one possible action to take before this is gonna really pop off. So, what is your
If I had
immediate?
a warning shot?
You're
Should we
not
try to
sure?
communicate?
It's up to you.
I mean, I'm all for fucking with people, but
If you'd like to.
if it's not the Wild Hunt, shouldn't we at least try?
Can we see the creatures that are with these people?
Oh yeah, them
The
get hounds
hounds?
for sure.
Because we did hear that they had those with them, didn't we?
Yes.
They are the Wild Hunt. They have the dogs with the weird old people faces.
You gotta come after the dogs like that.
I mean, it
What
looks
did
like
they do to you?
adventure, but I don't know. It just
Our
looks,
dog
it
is
looks like
better.
an old wrinkly face. I'm sorry, and not in a cute way. Go ahead. I feel like we've got possibly 6 seconds before something
Yeah.
bad happens.
Yeah. I think I've given you guys a lot of time here to deliberate.
Look, the only person I can move around is me, and I can't make a distraction. Somebody else, please. Make a distraction. Or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Because if we see the other way, we can sneak.
Can I throw my bottle of potion goo at them?
The potion bottle of potion goo.
You know, the hundreds of potions mixed together goo.
Oh my god!
Sure.
Oh,
Are you throwing it in just in a general direction, or one of them in particular, or
The one that spoke.
the one that spoke?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
Okay. Oh shit, man, they're pretty far away, but. For fuck's sake. I need to
Call it a strength check if it's easy.
Thank you. Every fucking time. I do it badly.
Oh, we're blessed at the moment. That's nice.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20. All right. Well, you hit it, and it lands in the space right underneath him. So if I put down a better thing for this thing. And covers the ground in that twisting primordial ooze of like plasma and shining lights. It cinders the ground underneath it. It turns the plant that it was directly hitting into pure gold, and then melts it down in place, and continues to spread over the ground, sickeningly. Wildness knows what's going to happen when it comes into contact with more things. But that will absolutely be taken as a hostile action. So I will get you all now to make initiative checks, please.
Okay. I tried. You don't even know what I'm gonna do in that 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could have worked real well.
Yeah.
Well, Haley got a natural 20 on their their initiative roll, so that's cool.
Did initiative move? No, there it is.
Oh, damn. Even with advantage, it's only a 16. That sucks.
Okay.
Supposed to be an advantage?
For me, because of the short sword of warning.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dice.
I also get it
It's-
from my
oh,
boots when
dear
they're
God.
activated too.
I would have done better just to shoot one of them. Fucking hell.
Okay. Well, with that,
Oh.
let me change the music.
Fight the wild hunt.
Yeah.
All right. With that, Ailey shoots up into the air. We stand at Ailey there. Gets over top of this rock. And
I was going to go.
fires a single shot into the guy that you threw the potion bottle at. See the arrow zip past them. They miss. And Ailey swears.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. Right. As the fight starts, and you see, you guys have seen the dark rolling in. You see now, as the fight starts, the dark completely covers the entire forest, at least in any reasonable distance that you could look. It is completely night. You don't see the twin suns on either side of you anymore. It is like completely night here, starless night. And with that, it's hard to make out some of the hard to make out the creatures, specifically those you can't see in the dark. But those of you who can see that this one seems to walk into one shadow and appear at another. And he will make a shot at Ailey. And it will hit. And it will take half damage on that one. Fire another one. And that one will miss. Flying wide. This hound will. How do I do this? Come on.
Oh, foundry tools, yes.
I can't remember what the button was. Anyway, that's 10. That's 30. The sound runs around the puddle of hissing hot nastiness and runs straight towards you guys. This one will do the same thing. Yep. This guy will also disappear in one place and come to another. The giant will also make moves to not step in the goo. And that's Codswallop's turn. Having not been given an order, he will just move himself in between the enemies and Vargas. Varys,
Mm-hmm.
you're up.
What's my sight like?
Not great.
Mm-hmm.
I would say let's actually put your stuff up, shall we? I would say at this point in time, you can still see everything, but it is becoming harder to make things out. But you will shortly have no sight at all as the darkness descends.
Okay. I guess just a Hail Mary. Hey kid, can you shed some light on this situation? I mean, literally.
You see her turn to you, and both her and the headspace are confused.
Can you light this up with
I
lights?
don't think so.
He just growls and moves forward, and is going to take a piercing shot to try and hit both this guy and this guy here with his rifle.
Okay.
He's also going to use one of his magic missile bullets to do that as well.
Right on.
Okay. Let's go.
That'll hit.
26 on the first one. And the second one is at disadvantage. Still a 19 to hit.
That'll hit as well.
Cool.
You hear a shout as both of them scream in pain.
Cool. And all of those magic missiles hit the first guy.
Yes. I think it's at 3rd level, isn't it?
I thought you said 5th, but I
5th? It might be 5th.
misremembering.
I'm just going to read my thing and I'll tell you.
Yeah, go for it.
5th. Yes. So it's...
A lot.
It is a lot.
I think
So
it's like 6 or 7.
yeah, it's something crazy. Okay. Did I just I didn't just put the new thing, did I?
No, I just created the bullet thing there.
Yeah, it's fine. Magic missile. Okay. I've put it in your thing. Let's see if you can cast it at... No, you can't cast it at a level you don't have. That's fine. Okay. What's the best way to do this here? Yeah, so it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So roll 7d4 plus 7 for me.
Okay. 7d7 plus what, sorry?
Plus 7.
Plus 7.
One for each.
Hell yeah. Oh, nope, I rolled 7d7.
Yeah, not that. I've never seen d7s before. Those are cool.
No, neither have I. That's cool. 7d4 plus 7. There we go. It's nice to know that it knows that.
Alright, so loud gun. Bam! See the bullet streak through and seemingly the potion that it crosses over, even though it's nowhere near it and wouldn't have given enough air pressure to change it, it seems to react with the magic of the bullet and like spread itself as where the bullet would have passed over it, going through both of these people, and 7 beams of light also fire out of your gun in random directions, and then all heat seek their way directly into this guy, and you hear another and sort of a yell in Sylvan that you probably don't know what it means, but Rakus will know that he screams out, "What the fuck was that?"
Cool.
And he looks a bit hurt. Quite a bit hurt.
Good. I'm very heartened to hear that. As I remember that I have a thing I can do, and should do that now. Varus takes a quick second to smack his heels together and activate his boots of quickening.
Cool.
And takes another shot, and it is same again. Piercing shot going right through if possible.
Okay.
17
With one of the magic bullets.
Yeah. Yep.
With a specific spell on it.
With another magic missile.
Another magic missile?
Same shot again. Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay. I think at this point, yeah. So these guys have a specific thing on them that usually activates on the casting of a spell. But you're not casting a spell; you're firing your gun. But it has it has spell-related things, and I think at this point, after having that much damage dealt to him, he'll realize that is kind of what's going on here. So he will use his reaction here to basically try to impose some disadvantage on you here. He needs to attack you to do that. So let's see if he even gets close. Have you put up your shield? No,
I'm using
wielding
my
last
right
rights.
two hands.
Okay, so that'll hit you. So you'll take 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that'll put this attack at disadvantage.
Okay. Ooh, that's misfire then.
Yeah. I'll say that because it was opposing disadvantage on something that would otherwise normally be a spell, I will not say that it causes your gun to misfire, but it will cause you to miss. So, like, the arrow's coming in at just the wrong time. Yeah, it will use up the bullet. You'll miss, but it doesn't cause your gun to break or anything like that.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you miss. The arrow comes in and like moves you, hits you in the hand just enough, does a little bit of damage, puts you just off to not hit him.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I'll just roll that on just so that I know that I've used it.
Cool.
Well, I've got another shot, and I'm angry that he's pissed away my magic bullet, and I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay.
Same thing again. No piercing shot this time because I'm out of grit points.
Cool. Well, that will hit.
So a magic missile rifle bullet.
Sweet. And that will kill him. Even if... So, the bullet will kill him, first off.
Mm-hmm.
And then seven magical bolts will fire out at random directions and slam into a corpse.
Nice.
But you get the feeling that everybody saw that and now has some ideas on what they need to do about you.
Unfortunate. Does it seem, just looking at them all, does it seem like they're distance fighters or a mixture of close range and distance?
Roll me a perception check. See what you can make out.
Sure thing. That's a natural 20.
You can see that they are holding bows, but they each have a scimitar at their side, ready to go. And it seems like they would very quickly be able to switch between them.
Okay. With that being the case, then I think Varus is going to... sorry, I just need to use up my grip points. Varus is going to action surge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to do that. And use that to switch from last rites to having his shield up and ready and having the enchanted pistol out.
Cool.
Sweet, and that will be my turn. Oh, he's also gonna shift a little bit away from the group, probably over here.
Sweet as. Okay. More hound moving. Clumpity clumpity clump. How can we go here? Take a steed. It's probably
Sorry, Scully, just a question about the
Yep.
wording of something.
Yep.
For the Boots of Quickening, it says, on usage, roll another initiative, use that if it is higher. Does that apply?
Yes, I guess they would apply here.
Cool.
Well,
Do that, please.
what's your...
Or is that going to mess with stuff? I'm currently 16, I think.
I think if you tried to roll it, it
Messes with
gets...
stuff.
Oh yeah, if you try to just roll initiative again, it doesn't like it. So I need you to manually roll it, which should be, I think it's just a d20 plus 9.
Yep, that's correct. It's a 22.
22, and you're currently at 16. Okay, cool.
16.
So next round, you will be at a little bit ahead of the curve,
Cool.
but it will not change this round.
That's fine.
Cool. You see the one that you pierce shot, teleport, well, step into the shadows and step out of the shadows somewhere else. And he lines up a couple of shots at you.
Okie dokie.
But you see him cast a spell before that. Can I get you to make an Arcana check for me?
Yeah, sure thing.
And Thrakus, you will also see this, and also probably will know what it is. So roll me an Arcana check as well. Cool. Is to be a ranger spell. Both of you know this from seeing it. Called Hail of Thorns. Which is when he fires on people, people within 5 feet of him must make of the creature that he's attacking must also make dexterity saving throws, take additional damage. So his first shot is coming at you there, Varys.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 20. Dirty.
Misses.
Misses.
21.
But please make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, sure thing. Dexterity. Saving throw.
Right. And you make a dexterity saving throw, so you'll just take half of that d10.
I don't even
No,
take half.
you got the evasion, you're right.
Yep, the Boots of Quickening managed to just shift Varys so that he's fully behind his shield.
Just
as it hits.
like just fully stepping in and out of the way of each and every single arrow that falls on you.
Just hot-footing it.
And he just like, you see him look down his bow at you and like just tilt his head to one side and then fire again, but this time not at you. This time he's firing it at the Ruckus, which means, although it misses the Ruckus, you, Jin, and Codswallop and the child will all need to make dexterity saving throws. So, Jin, the Ruckus, Codswallop, please make
Dex saving throws.
dexterity saving
Yeah.
throws.
Look at that good boy with his good save.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Good save.
Yeah. I don't see
Yeah.
yours, the Ruckus.
It's just under
Right at the bottom?
Jun's.
Oh, why is that not showing up for me?
I can roll it again.
No, hold on.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Oh, I can see it on
I'm
the...
sorry, I could really roll it again.
no, you can't. I can see it now. Okay, so... Codswallop and the child will make their saves.
I was busy pushing Codswallop out of the way.
Yeah, so... it's only... like 1d10 of damage. So 7 piercing. I'll deal it to you guys.
Okay,
So-
then I hellish rebuke that cunt.
Fair enough.
One second, I gotta find it.
Damage.
What kind of damage is he doing?
That's piercing damage.
Boring.
Just regular old magical piercing damage.
Ooh.
Cool. Hellish Rebuke. He makes his dexterity saving throw. Doesn't make it. He just makes it, so he'll take half.
Bastard. We still get set on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the casting of it for Thoracus. He's
Fair.
pulling the fingers, making a fart noise.
Fair
Much
enough.
focuses.
It's his movement, it's his bonus action. It's him. Cool. Right. Then we got Micaiah. She is going to get up in front here and turn into, where is it? He's gonna turn to a bear. Roar. And that's her movement in action. And Thoracus, you're up.
Oh, sorry, my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Well, time for me to get a move on, because I ain't being grouped up like this. So, I'm gonna make a run for it to this tree. I'm not gonna be able to climb it or anything. And I am going to cast Spike Growth. But I can't do it from my freaking thing anymore, which is annoying as all shit.
Yeah, I need to delete it and re-add it. Alright.
And I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. 'Cause I can.
Alright, I will say that these two here will both use their reaction.
Well,
to...
you haven't let me see the template yet.
Oh, yeah, you can put it down, it's fine.
Because you haven't even let me say where I'm putting it.
Yeah, put it wherever it doesn't. It's not going to affect you placing it unless
Okay.
somehow 2 shots kill you, which I doubt. You will still be able to place it. But basically, what's happening is they're going to both shoot at you as part of their reaction, and they would get advantage on saving throws or whatever if it was targeted at them. But Spike Growth doesn't have that, so. Yeah, they'll just do damage, basically. The 27 will hit. That's 7 piercing damage to you. And this one will attack.
I need to do that. I'll do that. Hang on.
And that one will
Done it,
miss.
or-
Yes, I've already done it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I'm missing 14. I was not missing
No.
14 before. And as a bonus action, because I keep forgetting I can do this as a bonus action,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast a Hunter's Sense. Oh, do I need to roll it? Because it's just, it doesn't have a thing on it. I found it. On one of the
one of the hounds.
hound things, yeah.
Cool. You immediately intuit that they are immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from attacks that aren't magical. Like, entirely immune.
So immune to non-magical.
Yep. Which
slashing.
pretty much everyone in your team can do,
piercing.
except I think maybe Codswallop is the only one who couldn't do those.
And what was the other one? Slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning?
Yep.
All the typical weapon damages.
You'd have no luck unless. Actually, let me check to make sure
it is not fair when
that's.
something tells you that something's not spelled right, but does not have the software to tell you how to spell it right.
Yeah.
Rude.
It's wrong.
Fine,
Well, then
it's
what's
just
right?
wrong. Whatever.
What's even worse is I don't know if you guys have this, the new messenger, I don't know if it's messenger or if it's Android, uses like the Grammarly AI to
Oh god.
check your grammar, and it's often incorrect. So
Yeah.
I've turned it off. It's
Yeah.
pisses me off.
It will also ding plagiarism software.
Yep.
By the way, if you use Grammarly, so don't use Grammarly.
Don't use Grammarly. Anyway.
I didn't ask for Grammarly. It just got installed on my phone.
Yeah.
Fucking awful. I'm so sorry.
That's tough.
I turned it off. It was making problems. Anyway, yes.
Yes. So, completely immune to regular attacks that aren't magical. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. They also are immune to the charmed, exhausted, and frightened conditions.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Which isn't usually something you get, but hey, while we're at it.
So they're immune to...
Being charmed, exhausted, and frightened.
That's not... Fucking... I'm typing too fast.
Cool. So that's your action. Casting Spike Growth and reaction. And I don't think it's all of your movement. No, it is. But I'll say that you can command Codswallop as a free action if you want to. Anything?
What is his damage type when he's?
So he's just a biter, so he has got no magical damage.
So it's what is biting? Is that piercing damage?
That it would be piercing damage, yes.
Okay.
But it would be completely mundane. He is not a magical dog currently.
Yeah.
Sounds like something we need to change.
Yes. Yes.
Silver tipped. Silver tip is his teeth.
Oh no.
Can I I don't know what you're gonna do with Cod's wallet, but like I just had a great idea.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have dragon's breath.
You could cast it on him, yes.
He can use it.
He could.
Oh, shit.
Well, considering what I just learnt about the Hellhounds and how much I fucking love Codswallop, I'm gonna tell him to run.
Okay, fair.
Okay,
Good idea.
sweet. He will try to oblige on his next turn. Cool. Alright, we have another hunter who is in your spiked growth. He will use his shadow step to step out of the shadows here and step on top of you here. And will use his bonus action for a very familiar thing called Hunter's Prey, which is very similar to Slayer's Prey.
Ominous.
He designates you as his prey.
Which one?
The one that's standing right in front of you.
Oh.
I don't know why it rolls damage. It does do damage. Wait, why does this do damage? It's not supposed to do damage. What's happened here?
Does
Why is it
do
Hunter's
extra
Prey and not
damage?
Slayer's Prey?
It's because it's actually different. It looks like this token did not get updated. Damn it. Okay. That is not the actual effect. What it actually does
It's supposed to be
is...
Slayer's Prey. Do you want me to roll mine?
No. It is supposed to be Hunter's Prey. What it's supposed to do is he'll have advantage on you, but all other enemies, not you, will have advantage on him.
Haha. Fuck him up, boys.
Yep. As you are now his prey. But that does mean he's going to take 2 at advantage sword strikes against you. 17.
Class 22.
Yeah, 17 and a 19 will not hit. So he slides the scimitar up, drags it across your breastplate twice, and nothing.
Can't touch these titties. They're only for Jamie. Fuck off.
But that's his turn. Cool. So got more moving dogs. Dogs be moving. Jun,
Wait, I thought this kid didn't remember their name.
they don't.
Why are they called Angela?
Because Scully knows their
I
name.
know what they're called.
Okay.
Consider that a placeholder.
Alright. How long would it take for me to dip a dagger in the pouch of spice that I have and throw it? Would that be a full action?
I would say dipping it would be your bonus action.
Yeah?
And throwing it would be your action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Jun have extra attack? The thrown dagger should be one attack, shouldn't it?
True.
I only have 2
Uh,
attacks if I'm using my pact blade.
Yeah, it's only the
Fair enough.
thirsting
But I
blade stuff.
can unsummon my
Oh, yeah,
pact
fair
blade
enough.
as a free action.
Yes.
So if
So you could get up, slash someone with your pack scythe, unsummon it, throw your deck.
Yeah. That sounds unfun.
Hmm.
Okay. Jun is going to cast on this lovely, well organized group of fuckwits over here.
Yeah.
So that I get all of them. Vitriolic sphere.
Oh boy. Okay. This one hasn't used his reaction yet, so he is going to use his Edge Layer on you to get a shot off. 20 will hit you, so that's 13 piercing damage to you. I've applied that, but all these other suckers are gonna take that damage, probably. Let's get dexterity saves from
So,
these hounds.
Does the way that I've placed that template get this guy?
Yes.
Excellent.
What did I just do? Okay. So I need a 16. Okay, those youth hounds all fail. So they are all taking. Taking the full damage here. The big guy makes a save. Takes half of that. These guys. Dexterity saves. Make both. They both make that as well, so they'll take half. And if they failed, they take an additional 5-4 at the end of the next turn. Okay. Cool. Yeah, well, that definitely did a chunk of damage to them. Cool.
Good stuff.
Anything else?
Yes, other things.
All right.
Jun is going to use... Oh, can I cast 2 spells if I use a bonus action and an action?
Depends on the level. Don't think you can cast above a... Hold on.
I can only cast 5th level spells because all my magic is 5th level.
Yes, but I mean, for bonus action spells, I think they have to be under a certain level if you're using them. If I
You've
believe the
already
rules
used
are
your
right.
main action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard different things about it, but a leveled spell and a bonus action interact weirdly.
So could I cast Fast Step and teleport into the tree?
I think that might be a little too high level of a spell. I don't think I've ever stopped you from doing this before. So, let me look. Yes. Yeah, you wouldn't technically be able to, unless it was a cantrip. Hold on, no. Yeah,
Yes,
so...
no, you're right.
Yeah, so yeah, you would only be able to cast a full action spell. You could only cast one of those, and then if you were going to do a bonus action spell, it would have had to have been first, or at least you wouldn't have been able to cast the big spell for the full action. Yeah.
That's right. In that case, Uh,
But you still can move forward.
I can. I think I am going to. I am going to drink one of my potions.
Okay. Cool. I will apply that healing for you.
Thank you. And then I'm going to, I think, move. I've got 30 feet of movement. I can go. Yeah, so I think he's gonna go hide kind of between this rock and this bush and like try and kind of create the illusion that maybe he really is the kid, because like
Hiding like the child. There.
like it disappeared behind a rock and now they can't tell which one's which. Who knows?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. With that, it is the kid's turn. Let me see here. Let's see if they know what you're doing. No, they don't.
It's okay, Angela. John's not very intelligent either.
Yeah. So they're going to run around the bear, seemingly pull out from nowhere a giant, like twice their height, length stick, and smash it into the head of this, hound. Well, missed the first time, but they get to do it twice. Second time they hit.
Kid.
And you see ice pour off of the stick as it slams into the head of this hound. Bludgeoning and 28 cold damage to this hound. Get off my face! And then... yeah, that's her turn.
God damn.
Right. It's at this point that something about the hounds is revealed, much to Ailey's dismay, as she's the only one who can really see it at this point. This, and probably I guess to Thoricus's dismay, as they kind of were hoping that the spike trap would do something, sees this hound float off the ground 15 feet and then hover the rest of the way over this way without
Elevate.
yeah, without passing through any of the spikes at all.
Elevation.
Yeah. We do a little bit more teleporting. Shadow step. And this one is going to use its hunter's prey on you, Varus. So you become the target of his hunt.
Unfortunate.
Um,
Sorry, this one over here.
yeah, this one here.
Okay.
So he gets advantage on these two attacks against you.
The 18 won't hit, but the 26 will.
Cool. That's 9 piercing damage to you.
Thank you.
Okay. And the final hound will move. Still walking along the ground. And that is the end of the first round of combat. back at the top, Ailey will drop down and stab this hound a couple of times. Stabby, stabby. The usual for. They're actually at advantage because they're between on the other side with
Flanking.
with Angela. Right. Both of those hit. Well, I guess that's pretty on brand for Ailey to just throw both, even though the first one kills.
Just making sure.
Yeah. As they get their damage as well. And just absolutely eviscerate this hound.
It's already covered in frost.
Yeah. Now it's covered in blood and frost. And then they shoot back up and hover over this rock and realize that it's fruitless as there's one that's hovering right at a little just aggressive. But that's how Ailey roll.
Mm-hmm.
Varys, you're up.
Yeah. Awesome. So this guy over here sees Varys' boots glow as he moves up in the initiative order.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to run towards him. As he does, he's going to take a shot on this guy.
Cool. You'll have advantage on him.
Yep, that's why I'm going for it. I'm going to use this to drop a unicorn in on our side as well too.
Okay.
I will... Actually, first I'll use a bonus action to switch the Enchanted Pistols barrel round to the surprise and take a shot.
Okay. 8. Roll the to D4.
I think so.
Yes, roll D4.
Cool. 4.
No. You gain back 4 hit points.
Awesome. Could you check those on for me?
Sure. Cool.
Awesome. And I did identify one of the bullets, but only one.
There's a unicorn.
A unicorn.
Okay. Where did I put them? A unicorn. Brrr.
Please heal us.
Unicorn has entered the fight.
Can we use silent speech to say that to the unicorn?
It'll bray and move its head, seemingly accepting these conditions.
Wondrous.
Cool.
Jin's gonna be like, "Can I pet this one?"
If we live. And he's going to, run up to this guy in front of him and just get all up in his grill and start shooting him.
Okay.
One more as well.
Right. 2d6s, please.
Cool. There's one. That's a 6.
Cool. Some cold damage.
And that's another 6.
Some cold damage. Cool.
Skelly,
Yes.
has the vitriolic sphere interacted with the weird magic potion combination?
That's a
thing?
good point. There is some intersection. There is some overlap there. Yes, actually, at the top of the round.
The spike growth was also magical too, if that's...
Oh yeah, there's a lot of interactions going on right here.
It's like an area where there are 3 magical effects overlapping.
Yes, I would say you can see there's like from your vantage point, there's a little snapple and crackle and pop where these things are all intersecting. You're very sure you do not want to be in that area, but you don't know exactly what's going on. But I will say that you can see where this puddle has sort of come into where this corpse is. You can see that sprouting from the corpse is just a whole lot of spikes, way larger and bigger and thicker than the spikes that Thoricus laid down. Just absolutely jagged looking spikes going wild in his body from where the potion and him are currently intersecting. You see that stones are in the stones in the potion are growing larger and shrinking back down and disappearing into the goop. And lightning is sparking around the whole thing. And where it is intersecting with the acid, you see that it's like blending and mixing like a potion, like it's adding its effect into it. And that vitriolic sphere is just, completely turned all of the bush stuff around it into ash as well. So there's a lot going on there. As the spike growth is also like magically pushing itself through all of the acid as well. Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Right. This guy is going to move. He can get to you.
Can you see me?
You
I
can.
suppose I yelled.
Yeah. You cast a spell as well.
I cast a spell and then I moved there.
True, but he can see you moving.
Dropped my concentration, so we don't have.
Yeah, no pass without a trace or anything like that. Yeah, he knew generally where you were enough to move there and then see you. I will say that he's not particularly sure of who you are. So
I look like a small child.
yes, so he will waste some time, it seems, not attacking you, but with one of his attacks, he will push the hat, the pretend hat that's on your head, the one that's made up of your shiftweave clothing, like push it off your head and watch it, like as it tries to separate from your body, fall back into being part of your outfit, because it can't really separate from the rest of your shiftweave clothing. I knew it. And then he goes for a proper stab.
Does the hat mimic my expressions the same way that hers does?
While it was on, it was very much doing it.
So when he reveals that the hat is not real, and it pops back onto my head, Jin's just gonna give the biggest shit-eating grin, and the hat's gonna do the biggest shit-eating grin.
Perfect. Well, he goes for a stab, and you'll slyly dodge out of the way, being in your small child form. But he will use what he really should have done at the beginning, but he was still under the impression you were the child. He will mark you as his hunter's prey. Not that one. So he will have advantage on his next attacks on you. Cool. I got dogs moving. This one's gonna hover up to get a chomp on Ailey. No. And that'll miss entirely. Next one. Oh, that's another hunter. He will move over here and attempt to grab the child by the wrist. Spear can get grapple check, competing athletics checks here. He successfully pulls the child close to him, holds her in place. You're not going anywhere. And that's his turn. The giant will move. He is going to head this way. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is not actually intersecting with the potion. He's just, not stepping on the earthhound here. But that does put him through 5 bits of your spike growth there, Thoricus. What is your spike growth got on it? Do you want to just roll that again for me so that we can see how much damage it's going to do? Thoricus?
Sorry, I was looking at your found stuff. Go.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Yeah, not Yef.
I know.
Yes.
I know what I said. Anyway.
Can I get you to roll your spiked villains again? You don't have to use the spell slot, obviously. I just want to see how much damage he's going to do for five slots of that. I'm pretty sure it's 5 feet per 5 feet. Yeah, every 5 feet he takes 5, so 5 times 5, 25. 25 points of damage.
Oh, he's gonna fuck
Also,
me up.
difficult terrain as well too.
Mm.
Yep.
But he's a giant, I'm pretty sure he can manage.
Spike growth is so
Okay.
good. If you can
Yeah.
to walk through it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna do this before all our peeps get mixed in.
That's fair.
Good plan.
Yes. Solid chunk of damage to him.
And I haven't been hit yet, so it's still up. Yay. Because they hit me before it cast.
Yep. But he is going to bring down the club a couple of times on you. Only the first one is going to hit. The 27 is 19 bludgeoning damage. And then I'll get you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Ow, fuck. Eh.
Ooh,
Dice change.
new dice.
Yeah, I've been playing with it. I don't know if
Yes.
I like it yet.
Yeah, no, you do not. Do not withstand some
Yeah, I'm not
Big-
drunk.
club smashing into you. So
Fucking
that will
Christ.
knock you prone there.
Oh. Rude. Oh, Hellish Rebuke, though, because I can do 2.
Yep, we can do that.
Mhm. Bastard!
He will still take half damage with that.
Yeah, there's still fire, but just how does a fucking stone giant get the really? Really?
Just moves fast enough, stop, drop, and roll.
Stomps it out and gets mildly singed.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Cool. That's his turn. Alright. Godzolop is running and hiding as requested.
I do
Right.
enjoy the glitter on the unicorn.
This guy, see his turn yet? Don't think he
Hadn't
has.
noticed that. That's cool.
It's pretty.
Anyway.
I was still zoomed out to take in the whole battlefield.
So this guy. Oh man, hold on, I have to find out. Right. It's this guy. Who took a chomp at thing. Okay, let me do this. Okay. Well, one of these youth hounds is dead. So is this one. Is it the start of its turn? The end of its turn?
Or what?
At the end of its next turn. Okay, cool. So the one that took a chomp at Ailey, it was in the Vitrolix sphere. So at the end of its turn, it just died of the acid burns.
Gets a slump out of the air.
Basically, yeah. But this other one will do the same thing, but this time it'll use full stuff here and will do its baleful baying, which means everyone, because everyone is within audible range of it, please make a wisdom saving
300
throw.
feet.
Road.
Wisdom saving throws, people.
That's a frightened effect, right?
It is, so you will be immune to that.
No, I.
Jesus.
Oh, you get advantage, I mean.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
fuck.
brave. It's the halfling trait. Gives you advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
Yep.
Oop, that only rolled once. Oh, that was an intelligence save for some
That's
reason.
not the right one.
Wisdom saving throw. Not good. Let's try another. Better.
Okay, so Thrakus, you are frightened. Coswallop's not frightened. Everybody else seems good. Jun, you also make a wisdom saving throw
Oh shit, what am I saving against?
against the baleful baying of the Sith Hound. Makes a horrible, horrible, both inhuman and in-dog noise that you were not a friend of.
Excellent.
It's Ailey, luckily enough, but they get. Well, it didn't matter. The fucking Nathan's fucking killed itself.
Nice.
Fuck. Dude. Okay. Just dead hounds everywhere.
Fucking cuts its own fucking artery.
This is
Basically,
what I'd
yeah.
like to see.
Alright. This guy. He has got.
Fucked.
He's going to cast another spell. Varus, can I get you to make an Arcana check?
Yeah, sure thing. Okay.
Right. You know this is a Zephyr Strike,
Shit.
which allows him to. His movement no longer provokes opportunity attacks, and his next attack will deal an extra 1d8 force damage. He also gets 30 extra feet of movement.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also gets advantage on this attack. It doesn't matter anyway. It's 26, so that's 6 slashing plus d8 force damage. 2, so a total of 8 damage on your way.
Mm-hmm.
And damage. And then you just do a regular roll attack on you. That's a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit as well.
It's 10 slashing damage. And then he will move his full 60 feet. Yeah. To come for the child.
Varus spits blood after him and says, "Coward."
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that, it's the bear's turn. going to bite and claw this guy who's just shown up. And both of those will hit. Good chomp and a good slash, and this guy is on a death's door. Massive gouges out of him. And the Ruckus. You're no longer frightened as the Yethound that scared you is dead.
Thank fuck. It would have fucked me up, man.
Yep.
Okay. Fuck me. So is it half my movement to get up?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, I definitely fucking get up.
Cool.
How am I gonna go about this? Well, fuck it. I'm gonna Slayer's Prey the guy who is a hunter's prey to me. Fuck you, man. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And then I am gonna use my Great Sword of Thunder if it'll fucking let me do it. God, I hate that my thing isn't working.
Yeah, I have to fix it. Fix your hotbar. Well, that'll not hit.
Real shit.
But you can still use its effect if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Both him and the giant will make their saves. Please roll the 2d8. Take half.
Oh, sorry. I meant to. I'm gonna hit them again, but
Okay. Well, roll 2d8 first. Take half of that. 5. Off.
this is for the second one.
Off. Right. The second one, the slashing damage will hit him. And Constitution saving throws. And they'll both succeed on those again, so take half.
I just want to blow a giant into the fucking goo. That's all I wanted to. There's a reason I stood here.
Yep. Yep. Cool.
Man.
So that's both your attacks. That's half your movement. Anything else?
Nah, because if I try to climb the tree, they're just gonna swing at me. I guess my bonus can be.
Your bonus was the hunters. Your Slayer's Prey.
Oh yeah, it was.
So you also get a extra d6 of damage.
Oh, yeah.
Roll that, please.
Fuck. Where the fuck does it live in my shit?
It's features under active abilities.
Features.
The hand with the eye.
It's stupid. I know what it looks like. It's just stupid that it's there instead of in spells when it is a spell. And man,
That sucks.
I should not have changed my dice.
Yeah, that's what did it entirely. Cool.
Don't you come for me.
All right. If you don't want to move, that's your turn. All right. So the guy in front of you. He will turn to face the unicorn and will say something in Celestial. Do any of you speak Celestial?
No, but Ailey would understand it.
Ailey would understand it. Well, Ailey's not here right now, so they're not going to be able to tell you. Maybe at another time they will.
Gosh darn it.
Let me see if this is going to work. Why gonna work? That's a little bit too much, I think. Let's find a. Maybe like this. There's no like. There we go. There you go. And you see spread across its body from the nose first, inky black darkness spread across the unicorn's body. Doesn't make a noise, doesn't seem to be phased by it particularly. But it seems like the unicorn has changed from being a good fae into something else.
Can I drop my concentration?
It is not concentration that is holding the unicorn here. You've never been affected by this before.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you've never had to roll concentration checks or anything for any of your summons before.
Cool beans.
But yeah, it does not look good.
Yet.
But that is his turn. And on the unicorn's turn, you'll see that it casts Healing Touch
Oh god.
on its new friend, this hunter. And we'll heal it 12 hit points.
Shit, man. We're already so fucked again. That's bullshit.
Yep. Fighting Fae with Fae might not necessarily be a good idea. Okay. This guy. Yeah, he's gonna try and go for Ailey as well. He's gonna die in the end of his turn. Right. Oh boy. Oh, that one's gonna hit. They'll take the half, I think.
Uncanniest of dodges.
Oh yeah. And then this I'm just gonna drop it from the acidic burns. Lovely. Jen.
Alright, so so I can't remember if Jin had his packed scythe out before this.
Yes, I believe you did.
Yeah, I have a feeling he took it out when we were like approaching the weird child.
Yes.
So he is gonna attack this motherfucker that's right in front of him.
Yep. Yep, that'll hit.
Cool. And again, I guess.
Cool. Alright.
So
You
that's
slash across his chest twice. Nice, beautiful X pattern forms and ice crystals across his chest. He, shudders at the damage, but is not yet dead. Took a lot out of him though.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna fast it, but now Codswell is right behind me, and so I don't want to like leave him open.
Good play.
Can I shove the guy?
Sure.
As bonus action.
Absolutely. Roll me an acrobatics check. No. Athletics check.
I just look like a dick doing it.
Especially as you're still the child. Yeah. Yeah,
It's
just
probably like, go away!
plants his feet. I know you're not the child. And then that's it, I guess. Your turn.
Yep. It's all my actions.
Child's gonna try and get out of this grab that they're under. They successfully break free of this motherfucker. I think that's this the action. Look. Grabbed. That doesn't really help. You're right. Yeah, probably just fucking swing and smack this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first one. And just hit the second one. Slamming him in his chest. See ice crystals flick all over him, and like where the impact hits, it's like the reverberation, the recoil that comes through him. His body is ice, shoots off and off the other side of him, like his insides got frozen. Ugh. Still alive though, unfortunately. And now this hound. Let's do one out of the way. This one is still full health and going for Ailey. And it's a 23. And that's. Ailey doesn't have the half anymore, so take the full 8 points of piercing damage. That's their turn. Alright. Just goes up. He has advantage on you, Varys. He'll move up and take his scimitar blows at you. 16 and an 18. Neither of those will hit.
Neither of them will hit, and Varys on the second one will retaliate with his shield.
Cool. Roll your damage. 13 slashing damage.
Parries the first, knocks away the second, and then brings it across his midsection with a slash.
Nice. Okay. Final Yathound that's been waiting on the other side of this stuff. Make his way over here. Alright. End of round
Is he
2.
gonna get fucked up by the sphere on the way?
No, he goes around.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the sphere, I think, is now up as it's the second round as well. That's fine.
I don't think it creates a surface like it does in BG3.
No, it's just a lingering effect on anyone that got hit with it.
I mean, took out 4 Yathounds.
Sure did.
That's 3 damage.
I'm not complaining at all.
But yeah, there's still acid all over the place. It's mingled in with this this potion, which now has. Delete this and make it bigger. So it's now spread further and is now touching the little feetsies on this giant.
Little feetsies.
Little feetsies. And let me find this. Okay. 100. That's a 1. That's a 1 on a D100.
Yeah.
Okay. Spread out perfectly from the very point at which it has interacted with this giant. I need to find the actual potion that this is referring to. Give me a second. Potion.
Fuck them up. Fuck them up. Please don't make them super powered.
No. From the very
Chicken?
point that they. Okay, well, it covers basically the entirety of the terrain. From that point outward, everything goes silent. Completely in that area. Complete silence comes over everything. Can't hear even the cracking of branches. You can't even hear your own heartbeat. You know that this is a silence effect. Not sure what the deal is, but no somatic component based spells, no verbal spells can be cast, and everything is immune to thunder damage. Basically, thunder damage does nothing here. And you usually know that sort of effect would last for about a minute. Yeah. So that's fun. Anyway, it's Ailey's turn. They're gonna actually hold on. It is 11 past 10. So I think that's actually where we're gonna finish up for tonight.
Oh, God damn it.
Yes. Finish it over the end of round 3 with that silence effect having it just taken effect. Yes.
So what's the radius of the silence effect? Sorry?
It's 120 feet, so I haven't even bothered to put it on the thing because it covers pretty much the whole map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so everything around you, just complete silence. You can't even it's not like a visual effect or anything, it's just like from like you hear of like a slight ringing sound as it passes over you. It's one of your ears suddenly goes deaf and then the other ear, and you're completely unable to, you're not hearing your own breath, you're not hearing your own internal machinations, can't even, like suddenly your own thoughts are the only thing you're actually hearing, which is disconcerting. But that is where you ended up. That's all because I rolled the 1 on a D100. So
Wow, I missed all of that.
well, I will fill you in before bed. But yeah, that's.
I can't log back in
You can't log back in?
to Corinda.
You can log back in.
No, I can't. Thrakus is taken.
Oh, really?
Weird.
Yep.
Okay, I'll have to sign you out somehow. Needless to say, finishing up right now, and we'll figure out how this fight goes next time. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.